Neva was the British merchant ship Thames, launched in 1801, that the Russians bought in 1802 and renamed Neva. She participated in 2 trips to the Far East, the first of which was the first Russian circumnavigation of the world. She was wrecked in 1812. Thames was a 200-foot-long, 3-masted sailing ship of 370 tons burden built in Britain in 1801. Russian career. In 1802, Lieutenant Commander Yuri Fyodorovich Lisiansky traveled to Britain, where he bought 2 vessels, Thames and Leander. Thames and Leander left England for the Baltic in May 1803, docking at Kronstadt on 5 June. Tsar Alexander I renamed Thames to Neva, after the river, and Leander to Nadezhda. The 2 vessels sailed in 1803 on a voyage that would become the first Russian circumnavigation of the world. For the voyage, Neva carried 14 cannon and a crew of 43 men under Lisiansky's command. The commander of the expedition was Admiral Ivan Fyodorovich Krusenstern. In Nadezhda, Neva played a key role in the 1804 Battle of Sitka, when the Russians recaptured Fort St. Archangel Mikhail and the town from the Tlingit, who had captured it in 1802. In 1804, Alexander Baranov, general manager of the Russian-American Company, had failed in his attempt to recapture Fort St. Archangel Mikhail with a force of 120 Russians in 4 small vessels and 800 Aleutian 300 Baydarkas. Baranov returned to Sitka Sound in late September 1804 aboard Neva. Neva was accompanied by the Yermak and 2 other smaller armed sailing ships, manned by 150 Promyshlenniks, along with 400 to 500 Aleutian 250 Baydarkas. This force succeeded in returning the region to Russian control. In 1805, Neva discovered Lisiansky Island and the surrounding Neva shoals by running aground there. Lisiansky reported that the island was of little interest, except insofar as its surrounding reefs and shoals posed a threat to passing vessels. Lisiansky was the first to describe the Hawaiian monk seal, which he observed on the island that now bears his name. In 1805-06, Neva carried a cargo of 150,000 fur seal pelts to China. She sold them for tea, Chinaware and Nanking, which she carried back to Russia. In 1806-07, Neva made a second trip to the Pacific Ocean, this time under the command of Captain Lieutenant Ludwig von Hagemeister. Hagemeister would later become chief manager of the Russian-American Company. Neva left Kronstadt on 2 November 1806 and reached St. Salvador on 10 January 1807. She did not leave there until 9 March. Although Hagemeister had originally planned to travel via Cape Horn, it was too late in the season to do so, so he sailed to Port Jackson instead for wood and water. In June, Neva became the first Russian ship to reach the Australian mainland when she visited the new British colony at Port Jackson, modern Sydney, on 4 June 1806. Fate. Neva left Okhotsk, Russia in August 1812 carrying 75 people and a shipment that included guns and furs. After enduring 3 months of storms, sickness and water shortages, Neva arrived in Alaska's Prince William Sound. A crew pushed eastward toward Sitka, near Kruzof Island. The ship hit rock and sank. 28 survivors of the wreck made it to shore, 2 of whom died before rescuers arrived nearly a month later. To date, the wreck of the Neva has not been found. Commemorative coins. In 1993, Russia issued 3 coins to commemorate the first Russian voyage around the world. One was a 150 rubles platinum coin showing both Nadezhda and Neva on the reverse. The other 2 were both 25 rubles palladium coins, one for Nadezhda and one for Neva.